Do they know that these games are lore-driven instead of story-driven? All the fucking speculation that people were basically told to do it or fuck you is now going to be completely pointless. Because this whole fucking argument of Dark Souls not having a fucking story, well, it's apparently getting one in the form of a shitty Netflix adaptation. And some people might say, oh, the Castlevania adaptation on Netflix was pretty good. Yeah, okay, sure. How's that holding up? Honestly, I don't know how to make heads or tails about this, so instead of saying something really simple, something I don't know nothing about, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about something else I do know about. Dark Souls, again. So, to those of you who may or may not know, I know some people get a little annoyed when I play Dark Souls, but I'll just go ahead and break the ice. Dark Souls is a 2011 video game that was released by From Software and published by Bandai Namco, and instead of having the typical cookie-cutter role-playing game story, you play as a chosen undead who must kill things and be told without really knowing why, while the story of the game is scattered about with the likes of item descriptions, vague NPC quest lines, and even the few bits of cutscenes, though most of them just consist of boss introductions, or whatever specific story instance, like going to Firelink Shrine for the first time, or the cutscene of being carried to Anor Londo and back to Sen's Fortress, and things like that. It's been a Souls tradition, and even going as far back as Demon Souls, which did all of that, except that game actually had, actual fucking cutscenes. You know, the whole opening bit with... Fuck, I can't remember her goddamn name right now. This shit, with how people think that Dark Souls has the greatest story when there really isn't any, is fucking funny to me. I mentioned on a recent highlight that I uploaded as of this recording that there's some people who really do think that From Software are immune to criticism, and they are. And I mentioned about Soma being in the right when it comes to From Software fanboys, and one of his arguments is for games like Elden Ring, where the game doesn't really have a story and you have to piece it all together, which, to be fair, I will admit that it at least breaks the mold for what goes in storytelling, but it's still not a story. I don't know why people get so pissed off at this. It's not a story, alright? People swear up and down that these Dark Souls games have the absolute greatest story ever when there isn't none. And the fact that some people genuinely judge these games just because they don't have a story like what Soma did is kind of fucking stupid. Like, when I play these games, I give no fucks about the lore or the story. And I don't really agree with having to piece what vague story there is together to get anything out of it. And some people dick ride From Software so fucking hard that games like this should be told absolutely like this, or else you're not getting the intended experience. Which is fucking nonsense, okay? Imagine if games like Devil May Cry or Darksiders or any fucking game out there had fucking story told out like fucking Dark Souls. It'd be fucking boring as fuck. I do think it's fucking stupid. Like, to say the entire game is bad because of that, I just don't really think that's fair. Because you're playing a game, you're not playing a walking sim, and to also call Dark Souls or even Elden Ring a walking sim is really disingenuous, honestly. I don't like those games, but when I hear people saying shit that legit makes no sense, like this particular, it just really kind of makes me mad that people think that they're correct. And I'm not trying to say I'm correct or anything, because I know there are some points that people aren't going to agree with. But people get this really pissed off over a fucking game, and have points that make no fucking sense, and you can argue that my points make no fucking sense, but at least I tried, damn it. I fucking tried my ass off. Thankfully, I'm a type of person that usually enjoys the game for the gameplay, and if the story is decent, then sure, it adds to the flavor. It's like eating a meal. You put the flavoring to make it better, but it's not necessary to make the fucking meal enjoyable. You're eating the meal, not trying to photograph the fucking thing. I swear, who the fuck gets off the pics of meals? I don't know. But regardless, and the game should mainly be judged on gameplay anyway, since there is no fucking story. Like, what the fuck? At least it's not a hand-holding experience like The Last of Us, but then why can't it just be like Metal Gear Solid, where it has both decent gameplay and decent story? If you like the story, you can enjoy the story. If you like the gameplay, you can like the gameplay. If you like both the story and the gameplay, congratulations, you have best of both worlds. No. While it's not in my opinion, the greatest offense, it's that people will judge the entire game based on this, which I do think is a little funny, as I'm saying that these games have no fucking story. Which I do want to clarify, that it's fine if the game wants to have the lore or whatever, but if it's not going to make me care at the end of the day, then why the fuck should I care, okay? Why the fuck should I care about Gwendolyn getting absorbed by Aldrich or whatever? I do not fucking give a shit. I probably butchered the fucking names. I don't fucking care, okay? I play the games to play a video game, and since these fucking Dark Souls games don't want to give me a fucking story that I should care about, the gameplay is what I lean on, and when the gameplay has shitty design that makes me think, why the fuck to design it like this? Now I'm the fucking bad person, even though I've beaten these games enough to know what the fuck I'm talking about. But these people who swear these games have a fucking story when they don't are the ones that are in the right. Fucking people, mad retarded, dude, I swear. People swear up and down to the greatest things ever, fuck you if you criticize it, and they're always fair even though there are legit moments of bullshit. But sure, every death is always your fault, right? Sure, okay, whatever. Dark Souls, while it does have gameplay that people might like, and I'm gonna be honest, there are some bits of the gameplay that I do like, but the bosses, they piss me off. It is what it is, I gotta deal with it, and I fucking did, by the way, so don't even fucking leave a comment like that, you fucking assholes. And I actually play a good chunk of them to know what the fuck I'm talking about, but people just don't want to hear it. I have shown more than enough of my fucking worth, and I know what I'm talking about, so I don't want to fucking hear it. Even the vague bits, like with fucking, what the fuck is his name? The Nameless King, or whatever the fuck. I don't give any fucks if he's the son of Gwyn, or whoever the fuck. I give no fucks, because the game does not make me care enough to give an iota of shit for a fucking character who I fucking can't stand, because it's a shitty multi-phase boss fight, like every other fucking boss that does that shit that pissed me off. Abyss Watchers, fucking Soul of Cinder, Sister Freed. Oh yeah, I forgot the Twin Princess too. Fuck them. They're fucking twink asses can get fucked for all I care. That sounds so fucking wrong out of context. And even the shittiest fucking gimmick fight, that shit with Wolnir and Yorm being fucking retarded gimmick boss fights, with Yorm being the biggest offender, because they reuse a really shitty gimmick from an already decent boss fight from Demon Souls, is kind of sad, to be honest, because it's one of the big 4-0, and yet they waste such lore and non-existent story on a shitty gimmick boss. Even if I were to do the quest line with Squidward Tortellini, it does not change the fact that that shit is so fucking scripted and so fucking lame it's not even funny. Or even another shitty, but optional, in the biggest fucking quotes ever, the Ancient Wyvern being a non-existent fucking boss fight, but the lore is what makes it so captivating. Sure, and all those fucking reused bosses in Elden Ring are sure just as lore-filled, right? Sure, whatever. And even the non-existent lore from bosses in Bloodborne is certainly digestible, especially once in the Chalice dungeons, right? Okay. I don't know what to make heads or tails about this, but I look forward to seeing how this is going to be playing out. But let me tell you, if this shit actually turns to be fucking canon, I think I'm going to go pay a visit to Japan. And I'm going to ask some questions. If this Dark Souls Netflix adaptation, whether it be anime or Western, whatever, I just don't have any idea on what I could talk about regarding this Netflix bullshit with Dark Souls, because the fact that there's going to be an adaptation of a non-existent series like Dark Souls that has practically no fucking story, what the fuck are they going to make episodes out of? Fucking quest lines are already as vague as it is, having multiple outcomes. One is going to be absolute, like fucking shitty-ass death battles. They're also biased, by the way, but I'll digress. Like, what the fuck are they going to make episodes out of? How the Chosen Undead gets fucked over by patches, and then whatever shitty-ass writer that's not even associated with From Software makes that shit canon, and then people get pissed off that headcanons are already becoming canon anyway? Like that really shitty One Piece artwork? Like, what the fuck? Which actually, that's another thing I have to bring up. Why Netflix? Wasn't there some big-ass scandal with them doing the password bullshit, or even cuties? Oh man, fuck Netflix, they're a piece of shit. They actually use real kids made by some director who was an asshole. Oh my god, Castlevania and Dark Souls are gonna be the biggest things ever. Yeah, okay, sure. I don't know what to say about this fucking Dark Souls Netflix shit. Alright. I'm done for now. I gotta go cool off. And I hope to God I don't have to fucking purge comments because people are gonna be coming after me for this bullshit. This is ScapeROMFiles. I'll see you all next file. Thanks for watching, and take care. Oh yeah, and by the way, if you don't like my opinion,
get fucked!